Okay, this is a video about a Xerox ColorQube 9303 series, or pretty much I guess the 9200 and 9300 series. If you actually have a specific error code, which is 99-460-00, the top one there, it's the here umbilical upper open. It's the upper umbilical cord is bad. And this is on page, from the Xerox Service Manual, section 2. I guess it's section 2, page 492. 1800 pages of the Service Manual. But essentially, the first thing you want to do is you want to go into make sure that's the only code that's in there. And then what I did was I checked I got a multimeter, set it on the ohm setting, and essentially I checked ohmed out all the cables first. I'll show you what those are. On the back side right here you have this wiring harness right here, and what that does is that actually goes out this pigtail over here. That actually comes down through here, and it's the pigtail here that's labeled Paul David Charlie 1. The actual heater, the 4-pin heater that you're looking for, I'll show you the other end. That one is the small guy over here with the gray, blue, orange, and brown. That's Paul 4 Adam Charles. That wire right there goes strictly to the heater unit, and it plugs in those 4 wires. They plug in. You can see them right there. They actually plug in right there. So if you take a voltmeter, set it to the ohms, or to the continuity setting right here with the tone. That's what I checked. This is the marking unit right here. It's actually labeled right there on the board. This marking unit. This over here is actually the heater unit. This is labeled also. Oh, there you go. Anyway, it says heater unit right there, you can see it. But what you can do is you can check for continuity on those 2 fuses, as well as the rest of them. And if you consist, the first thing they want you to check is they want you to check this little tiny little ribbon cable here from here to here, which seems to make no sense. I've never seen those ribbon cables go bad. So anyway, this is a used umbilical cord from a 9200. I'm going to check this out right here. This cable over here, it says it actually heats up to 120 Celsius, which is about 274 Fahrenheit. You have to let it cool down for 30 minutes. The new ones actually come with the gaskets in the bottom and the umbilical cords. These over here, basically, I just have to clean them out, and I blew through the air hoses to make sure that they're still good. It's got like a thermistor sensor on the end there. The easiest way to get these out of here is, well, I'll show you here in a minute. For ease of access, the way you can access this is on the front over here. You have 2 gears, a gear for the top, 2 heads, heads 2 and 4, and this gear on the bottom right here is actually for gear heads. For printer heads 1 and 2. 1 and 3. Excuse me. There's a slide switch over here which is not locked in place. So when it's in the down position, when you turn this, you turn it clockwise, the bottom head here will come out. But we don't want the bottom heads, we actually want the top heads. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this latch here, slide it all the way up, and then we'll rotate this gear here, counter clockwise again. And these heads here, that actually this one here you actually do rotate it counterclockwise, pardon me. Rotate these counterclockwise. And I'll show you what the top of this looks like. Of course, naturally I've already taken out the heads and disconnected the wave and data cables. These print heads here, you can see they're leaking pretty bad. These gaskets in here, you have to clean those up too, but I'll do that in a minute. And as you can see, the print heads here, they don't seem to seal up too great. So what you have to do is these two wires right here, the orange wire and the brown wire, these actually attach directly to the print heads. These must be some kind of adjustment screws. Adjustment wires, you have to disconnect the blue wire here, the black wire right here, and then the green wire down here at the end. And then what you do is you unweave this wiring harness from over here. This right here, this yellow, this is your thermistor. It plugs into the inner. You have to disconnect that as well. And then actually the way to take this off right here is what you have to do is you have to remove several pieces. You have to remove the end plate like this, which slides out. This top piece here, it slides out this way, pull it towards you. There's another bracket piece that actually goes this way on top, and sometimes on the other side there's another plate right here that you have to remove, so you can slide these two plates out. Then after that, you can actually disconnect the print heads here. Sorry, not the print heads, the umbilical cords, and then you have the specialized bracket. I don't believe it's oriented a certain way, but it has hooks in there and stuff, and two long screws. So then the easiest way to take this out is, it doesn't seem that easy at first, but it actually is. All you're going to do, you can see how these in here are pretty bad in here. All you're going to do is take a screwdriver, just push up slightly. What you're going to do is you're going to take your screwdriver and you're actually going to put it in there. And you can just walk these out. Same thing over here. And that's it. And then you might have to walk this cam gear back and forth to get the umbilical cord back out. And then the most important thing is afterwards is that you actually have to, when you install I don't know about a used one, when you install a new one, you actually have to boot it into diagnostics mode to do a priming procedure. I believe it's a DC679. It's important you have to do it twice. My cats are sleeping, trying to disturb them. Sorry. For those who doubt me on here, here's the procedure right here. I'll actually this is a procedure right here from the manual. And if you download the manual, this is actually on page 1131. I found it under section 4, repairs and adjustments. Sorry, my light's on. This is what they say here. Using a flat-bladed screwdriver, blah, 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 blah. And then they tell you the procedure for okay, so here you go. Here it says failure to properly prime new umbilical will lead to permanent damage to the ink reservoir and the new umbilical. Power the machine directly into IME diagnostics mode, and then do a DC 976 ink delivery fault recovery to prime the umbilicals. And that's all I know. All right, I'll post this up and I'll talk to you later.